Welcome back, everybody, to another Wednesday edition of Crypto Before Dark. Good to see each and every single one of yous. One of y'all, as we say in the South here. Look, bear with me. It's bright today. It was dark last time we did a live stream. I haven't put up any dark curtains yet. I kind of like the natural light in here. Also, I'm dog sitting. We got an extra humongous dog walking around the house. So if you hear him bark and make noise, just tell Rosie to shut up. Right? Do have my mellow ball jersey on today. Unfortunately, my Tar Heels left me somewhat heartbroken the other day. So we're gonna move on to my Hornets. I'll try not to wear as much Tar Heel stuff for the time being, or the interim, as they say. Good to see everyone. I'm Keith, aka Professor Keith, Carolina Keith, Simp Keith, Carolina Keith, the Simp, Professor Simp, whatever you want to call me. I'm fine with all of those. Who all's here today? Let's get started on that first. If you haven't done so, please go hit like. We have 17 people watching already. More likes we get, the higher up YouTube pushes up the old algorithm chain. The more we see new people show up, the more new people we can talk to, and the more people we can help along the way. Bernardo, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Ron Poteet, King of Light, the Federation. E. Phillips, what's up, bro? Stefano, what's up, Stefano? Hadn't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. Old school Ruben, what's up, dude? Mel Wee, what's up? Good to see you. Chris is a significant other. What's up, Heather H? Good to see you. Brog, what's up, my friend? Austin, you gotta fix that avatar, bro. Nobody wants to see that Patriot shit here. Mohit, what's up, my guy? Andrew, Noob, Shep Stacks, Kelly Slade, what's up, Miss Slade? How are you? Manolo, what's up, dude? So let's jump on in here. I get asked a lot about Sniper's Valley because I mention it pretty much constantly. I talk about Sniper's Valley all the time. I say, hey, watch out. This particular asset is moving towards Sniper's Valley. At Sniper's Valley, I'm liable to take some profits or leave some profits or do something there at that zone. And why do I say what I say about that zone? Well, it's because that zone is an important area that often gets hit, and the price often either reverses or stops there or moves there into a different area every single time it gets there. And that's not an every single time kind of thing. It's just I'm monitoring it closely every time it gets there. Well, what is that area? How does it work? What does it mean? Well, it's important to start on a high time frame first and then see the big picture for what it is rather than what you're seeing on the daily or lower, because sometimes you can miss information. DXY chart, I got you. Sometimes you can miss information or miss data because you were kind of looking at the wrong time frame and you missed the big picture. So I'm going to start on the big picture first here with this is Zeal. Zeal had a big week last week and maybe a week before that. As you see, things have slowed down though. So what are we seeing here? Well, I've got a Fibonacci set pulled up, and I'm going to take this off for the time being. I'll leave those boxes on there because those boxes are important, and I'll explain what they mean in a moment. As you see, we had a short-term downtrend here. Clearly, we rolled over, played dead a little bit. That's not hard to see that you had some more red candles than you had green candles, which means you had more sells than buys, which means that you had a downtrend. What do we not do with downtrends, folks? We don't buy downtrends. We only buy uptrends, okay? And in fact, I make all my buys on the daily chart. I don't use the monthly or the weekly to buy. I simply look for the directions on the monthly and the weekly to tell me which overall direction we're heading in so that I can see should I be making more buys or more sales along the way. Fair enough? Fair enough. So, that being said, this is the monthly. We clearly had a short-term downtrend here. Now, I'm going to pull a Fibonacci set on this, and this is going to show me where my redistribution and accumulation zones are. What is a redistribution and accumulation zone? Well, going to explain that as we go along here. First things first, we have to pull a Fibonacci set to even find that. Where is the Fibonacci retracement set located at? It's located over here in the tools. Okay. You can hit alternate F. He'll pop them up there for you automatically. I'm going to click on them here. I'm going to put them over here randomly just to show you some things. Okay. I'm going to do a Fibonacci set like that, and I'm going to hit the gear for settings. When you get yours will be in color. All different types, shapes, and colors are going to be on there, and numbers. A lot of those I don't use. Here's the numbers that I use: 0, 236, 382.50, 618, 68, 71, 786, and 1. Those are the bases inside the Fibonacci set where we see most price action happen. Now, I have extra ones I put in there. 886, which is the other half of Sniper's Alley, which I'm about to explain. 1272, 1414, 1618 are our take profit zones. We're going to look for those zones on the extension end to see whether the price goes above the one line and above Sniper's Alley and moves into those take profit zones. If it's above the price, we're going to look to take profit. If it's below the price, that'll be the areas where we look to try to buy in. Okay? And I'll explain that as we go along too. I use the 2 and the 3 occasionally. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, especially if I think there's something might be on a really wild run. I'll put the 2 and the 3 on there, but very short term. I don't leave them up there very often. So that's our Fibonacci set settings. Oh, by the way, I missed one thing. Pull another one over here, settings. I turn the background colors off simply because I don't like the background colors. They distract me. Some people like them. I don't. Up to you. For me, it's a no. So I take the background off. Also, fibs and log scale needs to be selected because all the charting we do is on log scale. Well, for the most part, 95% is on log scale. You need to have your fibs set to log scale as well. And if you don't, you're going to miss out on important, crucial data because your fibs will be in linear mode. Your chart will be in log mode. What's the difference, you ask? Well, I'll explain. Bottom right-hand corner, you see log mode is highlighted. If we take this off of log mode and put it in linear, the chart completely changes. Why does that happen? Look closely in log mode. The numbers on the right are in order from low to high. However, they're not to scale low to high. They're just kind of up there. You got 0.35, 0.5, 0.7, 0.175, 25, 35, 57. They're not set numbers like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay? This part is not to scale. The candles, however, are to scale. You're seeing the exact height of the candle no matter what the price is on the right. Okay, the candles are the correct height. Now, if I flip it over to linear mode, now the candles have changed height, and the scale over here is correct. All even, as you see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all perfectly in order, perfectly in line, perfectly in distance of each other. The problem with this is it changes the candles, and I don't want to change the candles. I want the candles to be exactly what they made so I get the best possible data. Okay? This is important. This is an important step that most people miss. The y-axis is the up and down axis, okay? The x-axis is the left to right axis. In linear mode, which is base model, regular mode, the y-axis is not to scale for the candles. In log mode, it is to scale for the candles. I want everything to be perfectly to scale for me. That way I can get the best possible answer. If it's not to scale, your trend lines are going to be off. Your Fibonacci sets are going to be off. All your readings from the base, from your base of your readings, are going to be wrong. Okay? Does linear mode have a place? Yes, it does. In fact, I think it works quite well on low time frames where those candles are all kind of the same size. Okay? And you don't really see a huge difference in the shape whether you're in linear or log mode. Okay? Also, if a chart is very, very, very old, like the Dow Jones Industrial Average, it goes all the way back to the 1800s, you kind of don't need log mode for that. Everything's having a hard time fitting on the screen anyway. Such a humongous chart, you can get away with linear mode there. However, I still use log on that as well. Now, to pull a Fibonacci set, we had a downtrend. This downtrend needs to be measured to see how far it could break north and the key levels along the way. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. We'll pull a Fibonacci set. We'll start at the top on the very top wick. Okay? And we'll pull down to the bottom. Why? Because this was a downtrend. So we pull from the top down. We're measuring to see did this thing break key levels that would indicate an uptrend. As you see on the monthly chart, the number one most important line would be the 50 line. That shows us whether we're in an uptrend or we're just bumping the 50 line to continue more down. Kind of like this. Okay? That didn't happen here. What happened? It blew straight through the 50 fib and went right up to an interesting level, 786, 886, that I had highlighted with this red box. This is a distribution level, or Sniper's Alley. Now, why do I call it Sniper's Alley? Because it sounds cooler. It sounds cooler if I say Sniper's Alley because redistribution just sounds like something. But if I say Sniper's Alley, if you've ever played Call of Duty or any first-person shooter game, you never run through a Sniper's Alley because someone is likely going to shoot you and end your game. Okay. Here's a good example. This chart ran right up to the Sniper's Alley level, got hit, and immediately starts to reverse back down. The blood starts to go in the street essentially. So Sniper's Alley is the level of 786,886, also known as redistribution. If you want to know why it's called redistribution, quite simple. I want you to think of an Amazon warehouse. When they have too much dog food, 10,000 pallets of dog food in an Amazon warehouse, they need to get rid of it. What do? They distribute it. They redistribute it amongst other buildings so that they don't have so much stock. Or they sell it to other buildings so that they can get rid of some of it. Redistribution typically means sale. Not always, but it typically means sale or to get rid of. What is an accumulation zone? Well, that's just the opposite. Now let's erase all this for a second, and I'll take you through an accumulation zone. I'll leave that box there so we can see it. All right, get this line off of here. Get this line off of here. Now, for an accumulation zone, there needs to be an uptrend. Okay? You can't find an accumulation zone unless there's an uptrend there that you're accumulating back to buy more. What do I mean? Well, I'll explain it here. We had a short-term little mini downtrend right here after a big run up. Okay? So we're going to start here and we're going to pull up because this is an uptrend. Grab my Fibonacci set, start at the bottom, work my way up to the top. Okay, so as we see here, this is just the opposite of a downtrend. This was an uptrend, and I want to see how far back it's going to retrace. And we see here it retraced perfectly first time to the 50 fib. Didn't quite get over it, bounced up and showed us that maybe it wanted to continue an uptrend. It tried and failed, and then continued to break through the 50 fib and go all the way down to the golden pocket, 618, 68, 71. This area is the golden pocket. This is our first accumulation zone. This is where you could likely begin to buy. You've sold too much dog food if you're the Amazon warehouse, and you need to accumulate more. So in order to accumulate it, you've got to buy it so that you can store it in your warehouse and have more to give out. Accumulation zone. The big accumulation zone here that did not get hit is Sniper's Alley in the other direction. 786,886 in this direction. As you see, it never got here. Good. It got stuck at golden pocket level, and golden pocket level reversed up. Excellent. Had we hit this zone, I'd be looking for this chart to bounce right here, potentially up to back to where it came. Or I'm watching for this level to see if other accumulation happens rather than me do it. If other accumulation happens right here at this level and the chart begins to try to pull back up above it, that would indicate that accumulation is happening and potentially you could get in there and buy. Where would I start to buy? Once it moved up past the 786 level and started threatening to break into the golden pocket, that might be a good chance to start to try to buy if you'd like. However, I warn all the time about buying falling knives. When it's a downtrend, just simply wait for confirmation. Is it worth the extra percent to take on a massive risk to you? And if it is, fine. That's your responsibility and your call. For me, I like to wait for more confirmation because my money is very important to me and I choose not to gamble. Okay? I choose not to gamble with my investments. I'll put it that way. I don't mind going to Vegas and gambling. I don't mind putting some money down on a card game. That's fun. That's entertainment. This is investing. When you're investing, you should be far, far, far more careful about what you gamble with. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Just me on the internet talking like an idiot. Okay? Cool. So that's an explanation of Sniper's Alley and how we use it and what we use it for. Again, we're hitting that level now on ZIL, and I always start in the high time frames. Again, I'll put it back up here so you can see. About there. That's pretty darn close. Let's go down to the daily now and have a look. Now, as we see on the daily, it was quite aggressive. This move was very aggressive and very sudden. Were some good signs in there? Yes, there were. As you see, this first move came up. We started tracking ZIL down here. I told you in the unlimited chat that I bought ZIL. Some of you may have bought it as well. I bought down here. I've already erased the line because I've already sold. However, I bought down here. We wrote it up. It crossed the 50 fib and bounced on top of it. Very good. instead of coming down through here and failing here, didn't do that at all. It actually broke north and went over the 50, which is excellent, and tested the top, not the bottom. A break and hold is what I say all the time I want to see. I want to see a break and hold. That's exactly what happened here, a break and hold. From there, what happened next? Another very sharp move right up to Sniper's Alley. Now, it seems to have failed out a little bit here at Sniper's Alley. Went back down to the golden pocket area right here and is now ranging back and forth a bit. Okay, we've had a ton of up and now some pretty sharp down. Let's monitor ZIL closely here, see what happens, all right? Other indicators will help you to decide whether this is a buy or sell. That's up to you to pick. I've already sold my ZIL, got my profits. I was tickled about it. I moved on to something else, okay? That's an explanation within 15 minutes closely of Sniper's Alley, how it works, and what I use it for. And I hope this helps everyone else get a look at how I think and what I use it for and how I use these levels to make better decisions, okay? I'm simply trying to be ahead of most. You're never going to beat everyone. That's impossible. Realistically speaking, 90+% of all this is bot trades. We're simply trying to run with the bots. We're not trying to run against them. You will lose. You cannot defeat a supercomputer with your brain. While there may be one or two people in the world that can, I assure you none of them are here. Okay? I'm an idiot and they're just around me. By the way, hold on a second. The dump truck outside is picking up the trash. It's extremely loud, and my dogs are probably going to bark. Yep, there we go. See? There we go. Barking at the dump truck. He's just picking up trash. Thank you. No. Okay, now that's over. Ha! Live footage, folks. So let's go into some other things people have asked about. I've seen someone asked about DXY, the dollar index. Let's have a gander at that dollar index. That's Rosie barking, by the way. The other one's just laying here like a knot on a log. So someone said, is that a double top on DXY? Well, no, not currently. If you look at the daily chart here, we seem to have a bit of a breakout. Well, let's go back to weekly first. On weekly, yeah, you had this short-term downtrend, and now you've broken, and this appears to be heading up toward $99. It got all the way up to $99.07. It appears to be going toward $99.08, and has a high time frame target there of over $1 even on DXY. How about that? The dollar index finally gaining some strength back. Now that took some world economic problems to happen, right? Otherwise, the dollar has been getting pounded for years. But finally making a rebound here. I don't see a double top unless you're looking at low time frames. I see, let's get a little tighter here on this. Let's take this Fibonacci set off and go a little deeper. As you see, this thing broke through Sniper's Alley level right here that we were watching before, which is cool. Let's remove this. And I see a smaller downtrend right here and an uptrend. Let's go down to 4 hour and get a little tighter on this and see if we can't see. Yeah, see, there you go. Excellent. Now what I'm seeing here is this very, very tight downtrend on the 4 hour. I had a 1-2 triple top on the 4 hour that failed short term. However, what you're getting here is this rebound and breakthrough. Let's pull the Fibonacci set on that particular rebound and breakthrough. What do we see here? Similar price action like we talked about with ZIL. Right here, you bounce the 50 fib on the top. Excellent. That's a good sign. From there, Sniper's Alley. Look what happened. We hit the distribution zone, and it distributed for a short bit, didn't it? Yes, it did. In fact, it failed back to the golden pocket. Right there. Well enough, broke north, and now we've gone up above the 1 fib and gone up toward take profit levels. Let's look at linear and get a better example linear. We got close to our take profit fibs up here in linear mode as well. Now for linear, it says 99, 100, 104. For log mode, 99, 100, 104. Pretty close and pretty similar. So I don't really think there's a lot of difference in those there. And sometimes I like to bounce back and forth to see if I can see the difference. Same targets apply here. $99.08, $100 flat or $1, or $1 at 4, which means 4 cents over $1. Excellent. That seems possible. Yeah, 61 people, 52 likes. If you guys would go hit like, please, that'd be awesome. We got 8 more minutes left. Let's see if we can go through some stuff. Let's take a look back at what you guys asked. Hey, what's up? Good to see you. What's up, Crypto Joe? Good to see you, brother. Hey, PG Vencat. He says, I found you last week. Awesome, brother. Thank you for being here. I'm doing great. How you doing? Stackos. We talked about Stackos last night. I believe it's not a buy at the moment. Thinking about nodes right now on Pocket. Yes. See, that's the thing. I don't think they really have them out yet. I think it's just staking for the time being. Matic. Let's look at Matic. USD. Yep, Matic rolling over. Playing a little bit dead here. I think this may chase all the way back to the trend line if he doesn't care for. This was a falling wedge, as you're seeing it broke north. Could get some support catches here, but no, not right now. It doesn't look so great. What do I think about the 7.702 level? I think that's kind of pointless. I think that's confirmation bias level finding. I think that you can be just as accurate with the 71 line. That's a preset, already determined level. I think that's at best pulling hairs. The 786, 886 level is far, far sharper. In fact, if you go back and watch that particular person do charts, he'll often contradict himself with things he says. I don't particularly follow anything he says. He has a confirmation bias with what he owns and sells and buys as well, which is usually heavily just one or two assets. Where if you come here, you're going to get hundreds and thousands of different charts and assets. No one here cares about any one particular asset any more or less than the other. That's the beauty of zero confirmation biased and zero emotions. That particular person that you're asking about there, Bleeding Cryptos, is incredibly emotional. Yeah, I would agree, Eric. It broke 6 or 7 fib levels on Zill there. Oh, David says, damn, Keith, the sound and look of the stream is super nice. I'm reading the smallest numbers on my phone. No problem. Thank you, David. I'm glad, bro. We're working on the quality and whatnot. It's a work in progress. Back in the day when you go watch the old videos, it's me with orange in the background. That was me in the laundry room with the washing machine right beside me, charting it up over there on Discord. That was old school shit. Now my dog is barking, Kelly says. Ha! Well, welcome to the real world, right? Let's have a look at Bitcoin. This is going to be bad. Why did I got to say that, Heather? Ugh. Bitcoin down 5% today. Let's look at the clear downtrend break right there and break up. Excellent. Now a Fibonacci set. And look where it's failing. The exact same level. Folks, I'm going to give you a warning here. Okay? When you see the 50 fib fail, be careful, because this means quite simply more downtrend could happen. Until that 50 fib breaks and holds, your risk reward is going to be worse. Once it breaks above that 50 line and goes just a touch higher than that, your risk reward becomes much, much better. Be careful the amount of risk you take for the reward you might get. That's up to you to decide on what you want to do, risk reward. For me, I'm very tight with that. Back to this chart here, you see it failing the 50 fib. This could go down way farther. Okay? Now, it could be a nice little accumulation pattern where it's slowly building up steam as well. What do I see right now? Short-term rejection. If it fails this 438 area right here, we're going down farther. I don't want to see that happen, but there's a solid possibility that it does. And I spoke about Ethereum last night and how it needed to hold a certain level, and it's right there at it right now. That doesn't look too good. So looking at the weekly, you have a short-term uptrend right here. We just saw that hits the 50 fib. So let's start from the bottom and go up. Yeah, we already broke through one important level. That sucks. We kind of need to hold 44,345. Broke through that support level right there. That's not good. The next level is going to be 41,009 or 42,000. Break that level of 40,000 flat. As you see right here, this 50 Fibonacci level right here, 50. At 40,000 flat, that's going to be the next key level to hold. There's a possibility that this thing short term just rides back up and keeps going. Excellent if it does, but none of the indicators tell me that's going to happen right now. And all the indicators seem to be pointing down or sideways, which is not great. It appears 40,000 is on the horizon. So keep your eyes open. We have 2 more days before the weekend. If we gap down there to 40,000, I would expect that the gap likely closed back at the first of the week. We'll see what happens. Dash. We got 3 minutes left. Dash with a very similar look. All right. Go to the weekly first. Have a look at the high time frames. Let's move some of this stuff off. There's too much stuff on here for me to see very well. Had a short-term downtrend here. Let's measure that one first, shall we? That's a high time frame downtrend. If you don't see what I'm doing there, that's a weekly chart showing you that. We had a nice steep downtrend. I've got it marked with a trend line as well. As you see, again, not great, man. We bumped that 50 fib. See that? Not great. 28 cent right there got smashed. Never made it. And since then, we've blown back through a next most important level. I'm sorry, 141.28 got smashed. Now we've gone through 122. We have a short-term downtrend here. Let's measure this and see how far down it's going. Potential levels. I'll grab it from the bottom up. And this gives us a peek into the future of what may happen. We don't do hindsight analysis here, folks. So next level looks like 111 is going to be our crucial next spot. From there, 103. Oof. Are there barriers in the way? Possibly. Let's have a look. What about the cloud? How's it look? Okay, the cloud has a void going down right in there. Very well could come down and go through that void. Don't doubt it. It's fully possible if that happens. That's going to sting for some people. VET. Let's have a look at VET. There we go. Again, same thing. Thank you for this one, Kelly Slade. Oh, no, Fulvio, thank you. Smacked the 50 fib and failed again. Same thing. You're getting short-term pullbacks because of that. Let's see how far back it can go. If it'll ride that trend line right there. Possible. Okay, so we're right at our next level of 0.065. That's the 382 fib. Needs to hold that. If it doesn't hold that, we're coming back down here to 0.05. It may take a couple days by what I see. This very well may come down and tag that yellow trend line as you see and hold it, but we don't know that. Trend lines are actually drawn to be broken, not to be held. So what will happen here? We'll see when it gets down there, but I kind of get that vibe that it's going to fail and keep failing. So one more Algorand and that's it. Then that'll be it for this stream and we'll be back tomorrow. It's already 30 minutes. Ugh, Algorand looks bad. Algorand looks bad. The weekly chart. This thing changed in a hurry, didn't it? Welcome to crypto, where things move at light speed. All right. Hit the daily here. Yeah, we failed 382. We never even broke. I'm sorry, we failed 236. We never even started a nice little push up. We got the beginnings of a push up, and now we're getting failure. How far back are we going to fail? This is getting really tight. So it's going to give us a decent number here that's likely to get hit in the next couple of days. And yeah, blew through the 50. It's at the golden pocket now. 0.73 is our next level. Every indicator is rolling over. If this doesn't hold 0.73, we're going down to 60 cents and 57 cents. Ouch. Don't doubt it. Okay, let's be smart and be ready. So that's it for me. Thank you all for coming. We had 58 likes. That's awesome. I like to try to get to 100, but I can tell it's been trending back down lately. We had a trend where we bumped up over 100 for multiple streams. I understand they can't last forever. Thank you all for coming. I really don't care about the numbers. I just want to help as many people as we can. I appreciate you all showing up for the European stream. Crypto Before Dark has been so far a success. We're going to keep doing it. Thank you all very much. I'll be back on the next stream tomorrow evening at 11 p.m. Eastern. In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. See y'all on the next stream. Peace. Duke sucks.